Hello guys! Welcome back to another English listening practice video. Today's story will help you learn new vocabulary and improve your comprehension naturally. Listen carefully and prepare to change your mindset with the story of Diego Maradona. Every legendary journey begins with a humble step, and for Diego Armando Maradona, that step was taken in the quiet dirt streets of Villa Fiorito, a small and impoverished neighborhood on the outskirts of Buenos Aires, Argentina. Born into a big family with very limited resources, young Diego quickly learned that life could be filled with difficult hardships. But he also discovered that hope could be found in the simplest of things. For his third birthday, he received a small leather soccer ball as a precious gift, an object that would completely transform his existence and give a clear direction to his future path. While other children simply played casual games for fun, Diego formed an instant, deep emotional connection with the ball, carrying it everywhere he went and sleeping with it, tightly pressed against his chest at night so it would never be stolen or lost. The dusty, uneven fields of his neighborhood became his natural classroom, where he spent countless hours practicing every single day, mastering the art of movement and balance through endless determination. He did not have expensive athletic shoes or modern facilities, but he possessed an extraordinary burning passion inside his heart that no level of poverty could ever extinguish. Local neighbors soon began to notice this remarkably small boy with wild, dark hair who could make a soccer ball float in the air with delicate grace, moving with a rhythm that seemed almost magical. By the time he turned 8 years old, a talent scout spotted his remarkable gifts and invited him to join Las Cebollitas, the youth team of Argentinos juniors, where his rare potential truly began to blossom. Under his quiet leadership, the young team achieved a mind-blowing streak of 136 consecutive victories, proving to the entire city that greatness knows no geographical or financial boundaries. Spectators would gather during halftime at professional stadium matches just to watch little Diego perform mesmerizing tricks with the ball, effortlessly keeping it airborne using his feet, knees, and head while the crowd cheered loudly in complete amazement. Beyond the impressive athletic skill, what made Diego truly stand out was his powerful inner motivation. He was driven by a deep desire to give his family a better, more secure life and to lift his hardworking parents out of daily poverty. His early life reminds us all that our present circumstances do not define our ultimate destination, and that dedicated focus and constant practice can turn even the humblest beginning into a bright beacon of hope. Diego showed the world that true success is not built on privilege, but rather created through tireless effort, unyielding patience, and an unwavering belief in your own unique abilities.
As the young boy grew into a determined teenager, his immense dedication began to pay rich dividends on the professional stage, proving that consistent practice always leads to extraordinary results. At the astonishing age of just 15 years old, Diego made his official debut for Argentinos juniors, becoming the youngest player in the history of the Argentine First Division and proving that age is merely a number when matched with true dedication. Entering the professional field against grown men with years of experience, the courageous young athlete showed no fear, immediately showcasing his trademark confidence by kicking the ball directly between an opponent's legs on his very first play, bringing instant delight to the crowd. His performance was not merely about individual flair, but about lifting the spirits of everyone around him through an infectious enthusiasm for the game he loved so deeply. Soon, the giant football club Boca Juniors called upon his skills, where Diego captured his first Major League championship and cemented his status as a national hero who represented the dreams and aspirations of the working class. His impressive achievements quickly caught the attention of European scouts, leading to a record-breaking transfer to Barcelona in Spain, where he faced new cultural challenges, tough physical defenses, and periods of illness that tested his mental resilience. Although his time in Spain was marked by steep learning curves and unexpected obstacles, Diego refused to let setbacks define his identity, choosing instead to view every hardship as a valuable lesson in personal growth. In 1984, he took a bold step by transferring to Napoli, a humble Italian club that had long struggled near the bottom of the league and had never won a national title in its entire history. People questioned his choice to join a team with so little history of success, but Diego saw an opportunity to create something truly historic, recognizing that the greatest reward comes from lifting up those who are underestimated. His arrival in southern Italy sparked an incredible wave of hope across the city, as thousands of passionate fans gathered at the stadium just to welcome the young man who promised to transform their athletic destiny through relentless hard work and an empowering leadership style that inspired his teammates to believe in themselves. Diego guided Napoli to their first ever league championship, proving that unity and determination can overcome any opponent.
The year 1986 marked the absolute pinnacle of Diego's athletic career, defining his permanent legacy on the international stage. During the iconic World Cup tournament held in Mexico, Diego entered the high-stakes competition with an unwavering focus and a deep sense of personal responsibility, fully aware that millions of hopeful citizens back home were looking to him for joy and inspiration during challenging economic and political times. Throughout the month-long tournament, he delivered a series of mesmerizing individual performances that captured the imagination of sports fans across the entire globe, demonstrating complete control over the tempo, strategy, and outcome of every single match he played. He played with a captivating mixture of fierce passion and tactical intelligence, reading the game several moves ahead of everyone else on the pitch. His most memorable and widely discussed encounter came during the tense quarter-final match against England, a fixture that would forever be remembered as one of the most dramatic and historic 90 minutes in modern athletic history. In that legendary game, Diego showcased both his cunning resourcefulness and his unmatched artistic genius through two distinct moments that perfectly illustrated the complex, dual nature of his incredible talent. The first goal, controversial and surprising, saw him leap high into the warm air and nudge the ball past the tall goalkeeper, an iconic event he later lightheartedly described as being scored a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. But just 4 minutes later, Diego silenced all critics by creating an unquestionable masterpiece of pure human skill, receiving the ball deep within his own defensive half and embarking on an astonishing 60-yard sprint past 5 defensive opponents before smoothly rounding the goalkeeper to tuck the ball into the net. This magnificent solo effort was later officially voted as the goal of the century, serving as a timeless testimony to what a passionate individual can accomplish when raw talent, supreme confidence, and unwavering courage come together in a single magical instant. Argentina eventually advanced to win the thrilling final against West Germany, And as Diego raised the shimmering golden World Cup trophy high into the bright Mexican sky, tears of overwhelming joy streamed down his face, fulfilling the heartfelt promise he had made as a poor child in Villa Fiorito. His incredible triumph was not merely a sports victory, but a profound victory for the human spirit, demonstrating to millions of people worldwide that relentless determination and unwavering belief can overcome any obstacle and turn the impossible into reality. By consistently lifting his entire team through inspiring leadership, Diego clearly proved that true lasting greatness lies in empowering those around you to rise above their own personal limitations and achieve everlasting glory together. Life is rarely a smooth and easy path, and for Diego, the dizzying heights of global fame brought complex, personal challenges that severely tested his character and inner endurance. Beyond the immense glory of victory lay the heavy burden of constant public attention, an intense spotlight that often made it difficult for him to find privacy, quiet peace, and genuine emotional balance. Over time, personal difficulties, health issues, and intense pressure began to chip away at his physical well-being, eventually leading to severe obstacles that threatened to overshadow his remarkable sporting achievements. Despite facing deep criticism from global media and experiencing painful setbacks that would have completely broken an ordinary spirit, Diego consistently demonstrated an incredible capacity to pick himself back up, dust himself off, and face the future with renewed courage. He proved to the entire world that a person's true character is not defined by whether they trip and fall, but rather by how courageously they choose to stand up again after falling down. His deep, unconditional love for his family and his passionate connection to the sport served as strong anchors, giving him the internal power needed to survive the stormiest seasons of his personal life. After retiring from his active professional playing career, Diego refused to step away from the game he cherished, instead transitioning into coaching roles where he could pass along his deep wisdom, tactical knowledge, and fiery passion to younger generations of aspiring athletes. When he served as the national team manager for Argentina during the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, his enthusiastic presence on the sidelines reminded everyone of the joyful, childlike energy he had always brought to the field of play. He embraced his former struggles openly, using his life experiences as a powerful educational lesson about the importance of mental resilience, forgiveness, and self-belief in the face of continuous adversity. Diego lived his entire existence with rare intensity and absolute authenticity, never attempting to hide his personal flaws, which only made him more relatable, human, and beloved to millions of ordinary fans across the world. His ongoing battle against hardship teaches intermediate language learners and ambitious dreamers alike that perfection is not required to lead an inspiring life. What truly matters is maintaining an honest heart and refusing to surrender your core passion to difficult circumstances. Through every single rise and fall, Diego showed that resilience is a muscle built through persistent courage, reminding us all that even after the darkest nights, a bright new dawn is always waiting for those who keep believing in their personal journey. On November 25, 2020, the world stood still in silent sorrow as Diego Armando Maradona passed away, marking the end of an extraordinary, earthly chapter but cementing his timeless place in human history. Millions of grieving people across Argentina, Italy, and every corner of the globe flooded public squares, painting murals, lighting candles, and sharing emotional stories of how a short, courageous boy from Villa Fiorito had touched their hearts and lifted their spirits. His physical journey may have come to its natural close, but the immortal legacy he left behind continues to burn brightly like an eternal flame, inspiring dreamers of every age and background to pursue their goals with total devotion. Diego proved that true greatness is not about having a flawless life free of mistakes, but about living with unfiltered passion, standing up for your people, and pouring your entire soul into whatever you choose to do. For intermediate English learners and ambitious individuals everywhere, his life story offers a timeless lesson in hope, grit, and the extraordinary power of self-belief. No matter where you start, how many obstacles stand in your way, or how many times you face difficult failures, your current struggles do not define the ultimate reach of your potential. When you approach your personal goals with the same fierce dedication that Diego brought to every single match, you gain the inner strength needed to overcome hardship and build a meaningful, lasting path of your own. His memory reminds us to embrace our unique talents, stay deeply connected to our roots, and never let fear hold us back from stepping onto the field of life with confidence and joy. As we reflect on his remarkable journey from the dusty neighborhood streets of Argentina to global stardom, we are reminded that the human spirit possesses an infinite ability to rise above adversity and achieve miraculous things. Diego Maradona will forever remain a symbol of raw passion, resilience, and hope, teaching us all that when you dare to dream big and work tirelessly toward your vision, you can inspire the world and leave behind a legacy that time can never erase.